Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of And One. Hey, we got a South Dakota State commit. We got one of the top guards in 2025 in the state of Minnesota, one of the toughest guards in the state of Minnesota with us. Let's have her welcome herself to everyone.
Hi, I'm Tori. I'm class of 2025. I'm a guard from Eden Prairie.
Sound good. Just recently committed, and we'll get into all of that. But let's go back to the start of basketball. When did you first start playing?
So I first started playing from like as long as I could remember. But I was in-house and travel and
Nice.
yeah.
What are some of your earliest memories of basketball?
Some of my earliest memories are playing with teammates that I still play with today. So that's really cool and just like kind of off the court relationships that I've built. So yeah.
I like it. And then we'll go from there. So when we're getting into basketball, kind of getting it's becoming a thing, what made basketball kind of stand out as like the sport for you? Kind of what was the aspects of basketball that you really liked?
So basketball, I'm a very competitive person. Basketball feeds my competitiveness and I love that part and I just love the sport. Like I've always loved watching it and it's kind of always been in my family. So
I like it. I'm the same way, but I play at Lifetime, so I'm not as good as you. So. But when we get into Eden Prairie, what was your first welcome to varsity moment like? Was it like a practice or like a certain player having to defend someone?
Yeah, so my first welcome to varsity was, or Eden Prairie was, it was in practice. I went up for a layup. Nia was guarding me. And I went up for a left-handed layup and I just got like blocked out of the gym. Like it was so bad. And I was like, oh my God. Like that was a rare occurrence for me. So that was kind of like okay, here we go. Yeah.
I like it. Hey, that probably happened to a lot. That probably happened to seniors too. Nia was a shot blocker. I mean, and she's so quick about getting up there too. It was like, wow. And then,
Yeah.
so now in the last year, I would say you kind of took on more of a leadership, more of a scoring role. From your perspective, how did last year go?
I thought last year was great. I felt like I learned a lot throughout the season because before I'd been playing with such great players that I didn't really need to score. But then last year I felt like I had to get into more of that role. So that was exciting. I had to get used to it and stuff, but it was very exciting. And I don't know, I felt like it was a really big development year for me last year. So.
What would you say, like making state, like, coming in, you guys maybe didn't have all the expectations that some of the other teams did. What was that like kind of proving people wrong and making it to state?
So after losing our senior class like 2 years ago, it's like Nia and Myra, we were kind of like, oh, we'll see how this goes. But no, we were just playing great basketball by the end of the season. We had a lot of ups and downs through the season, like with late conference and injuries. But we really stuck with it, and I felt like that made us like a really good team who would be able to fight through some adversity. So then just going into that section, like those sections, like our section is so hard. So just going in with like the mentality that this is a really hard section, we just have to fight. We just have to fight for every game, like we fought through the season. I think really helped us. And then just winning against Chaska at Chaska with our whole community and the support that we had was really incredible.
That's the thing. You talked about the Lake Conference. How did playing in the Lake Conference prepare you guys for a section final on your opponent's home court, Chaska's home court? How do you think you guys, like, how did that prepare you for that moment?
The Lake Conference, every game is so tough. It's just every game is physical and you want to win every game, but you know that you're not going to. So it's always just going in, like trying to improve game in and game out. And I think just the level that we play at in the Lake Conference versus the level that like Chaska would play at, I think that really like helped prepare us for that Chaska game.
I like it.
So.
And then you make it to state. What is that? What is it making state? Is that nerves? Is it excitement? Kind of a mixture of both? How do we kind of process that?
No, making it to state. So there was the senior class, like Molly, and then they had made it before, but the rest of us had not. So it was so exciting getting that opportunity and just going there was incredible. And then actually winning a game there, because I don't think in my lifetime Eden Prairie had won a game.
Broke that streak.
Yep. So that was big for us. And then we finished with the second or tied for the best finish in Eden Prairie history.
Nice.
So that was exciting.
So playing at Williams Arena floor, what is that? I mean, a lot of people talk about how much bigger it is. How much, like, what was that like from your perspective? Like, do you notice it right away, or is it kind of once the game started, you're just kind of so focused on the game?
Well, I noticed it like in warm-ups, like because for warm-ups we like go and then we touch the half court and then run back and I'm like, oh, this is significantly longer. But once you actually get into the game, I feel like it just wasn't really a factor for me. But yeah, I could tell away right away in warm-ups. So
And so then coming into this season, coming off a state tournament run, like I said, had some seniors lost with Molly Land and stuff, but now you're kind of those leaders coming up. What is kind of some of the expectations for this coming season for yourself as personally as a player and as the team?
I think some of the expectations for this season, it's gonna be a learning year just because we have zero seniors. So it's kind of like a 2-year climb for us.
Not bad.
This year we really hope to surprise some people. We hope to be kind of like a Becker where we have like no size. So we want to use like our speed and our skills to kind of get us to win some games. And then for myself, I just hope to be like a good leader for the team and really create a culture for the young team or like for the younger players. That's good. So
I always ask a question when someone's, when you're a leader, are you more of a vocal leader, kind of, or do as I do, kind of mixture of both? Kind of how do you plan? Like, how is your way of leading?
I would say I'm a mixture of both. I'm a very like vocal player, I feel like. Like I'm not afraid to hold myself accountable, to hold other people accountable. And I feel like I'm very vocal on the court, but I also feel like I am a person of example.
Mm-hmm.
Like I go 100% in drills so that other people will too.
I like it. You're not asking them to do anything you wouldn't do yourself. I like it. And then we'll shift to summer a little bit. We played for North Tartan on AAU. What is it like playing on the EYBL circuit? I mean, I went to Chicago and watched. That circuit is tough.
Yeah. No, it is super tough. Every game is so competitive and physical. Like I feel like sometimes like if you're not on the EYBL circuit and just like normal tournaments like Summer Jam, you run into some teams that was just a blowout. Like in EYBL, like no game is a blowout. Every team is good. Every team is skilled. Every team is athletic. So just going up against that it's fun. It's fun. It's a good way I feel like it prepares me for what's to come. So
where would you say you grew the most this summer as a player?
So I think I grew a lot with having the ball in my hands because I felt like I had a lot more in my hands this AU season compared to AU seasons in the past. I felt like I was able to grow as a defensive player a lot too, like on the ball defense. So that was huge for me.
And so how does your roles change from high school to AAU? Kind of, is it, with more ball handling or kind of how do your roles change in those two situations?
I think they're generally pretty similar, I would say. Overall, they're pretty similar. I think I have to be a leader for both North Tartan and Eden Prairie, but even more so for Eden Prairie. And yeah, I would say they're about the same.
I like it. And then with the high-level play and playing on the EYBL circuit, that comes with some recruiting attention. As we talked about, committed to South Dakota. Congratulations. What
Thank
made
you.
South Dakota stand out in that process as knowing that was the place for you?
So I had a couple like non-negotiables from the beginning. I wanted a great program with great coaching staff and then like success, as well as a great culture because that's huge for me. I wanted an accredited business school. I want to go into sales and marketing when I get older. So having that accredited business school was huge for me. And USD has a great one, as well as a great master's program, which hopefully I can get into.
Nice.
And then my last one is I want to stay close to home. So like upper Midwest. So those were kind of my 3 non-negotiables. And South Dakota hit all of those. And then with the distance, my grandparents on both sides of my family are from South Dakota. So just having like that connection is really cool, and being able to play in front of them where it's like a 15-minute drive, that's special to me.
Not bad at all. That sounds like a home run thing. So we're very excited. We're very excited for you here. We're very excited to watch you play and that you're close. We can come watch. And so
Yep.
I always do some of the little quick hitters. Who are some of the best players, AAU or high school, you've ever played against?
So against Marbron, I remember that one. Tessa, obviously, she was great. All of the Hawkins talent, like across the board, and then probably like Keani Lockett. Like I remember playing against her. She was just a fireball. So.
And on the opposite side, we may have mentioned one of them already from a practice game, but who are some of the best players, AAU or high school, you've had a chance to play with?
Neil was definitely one of them. like Destiny Bursch for high school.
Yeah.
She was a huge one for me when I was an eighth grader. Myra was great. There's a lot of great leadership in Eden Prairie, who I've looked up to a lot. Molly. And AAU, I can't even name them. Like honestly, each year it's a special team, great girls, and it's so hard to name. But
I like it. So when we go off the court a little bit, when we're trying to decompress, we know we're competitive, but what are some of the things we do to kind of just like get away from the basketball court sometimes?
so I really like to read in my free time. Um, yeah, I just that's kind of relaxes me a lot. So,
What is the best book you've read lately?
um, I love Colleen Hoover books. So
Okay.
any one of her books, those have kind of been my favorite ones recently.
Fair. Favorite or current favorite song?
Favorite song? Ooh, probably Tourniquet by Zach Bryan. It's one of his newer songs. So,
And then part two, favorite hype song before a game.
in the locker room, we've always like since my like freshman year, we've always listened to Knife Talk by Drake. So yeah.
Nice. Pumped up. I like it. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Probably Hawaiian pizza. I know that's kind of a hot take,
So
but
good. Pineapple goes on pizza. I don't care what anyone says. Pineapple goes on pizza. Where's one of your favorite vacation spots that you went, basketball or non-basketball related, place that you visited?
I think probably Phoenix, Arizona this past summer. Just 'cause like you don't really get to travel with friends, but like you get to travel with like your teammates for AU, so that's fun. And before games, we would like swim and stuff. So that was cool.
I love it. And it's hot out there too, so I mean, you got to swim. I mean, I hear you. I hear you. And so we won't take all of your day. I always end with this. When someone's watching Tori play basketball, what do you hope they get from like you as a player and how you play?
I hope that they just see like how like tough I am. Like I love to play. Like I'm a competitive person, and I really try to show that when I play. So
I love it. Well, trust me, it comes across. You're one of my favorite guards to watch. Physical, you can hit the shot. Vocal, you have your full package there, so you're very entertaining to watch. Once again, good luck this upcoming season. Good health this upcoming season. I cannot wait to get out to games.
thank you.
Once again,
Yes.
congratulations on South Dakota. We will be watching you as a coyote. Hopefully, come back to the barn and play the Gophers.
Yes.
There we go. But I said, good luck and thank you so much for this. We'll see you this season.
Yep. Awesome. Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.